Hi again, guys. So, although you don't know very much about me yet, you may know, and if you don't, I'll tell you that I am a male, and relatively young, I suppose. I'm in my 20s, but apparently, on the inside, I'm actually a grandmother, as you can see in front of you. I thought I would talk about a project I've been working on for a while and show you how I do it and tell you a little bit about why. So this is a blanket. This is a crochet hook. I have been working on this blanket for quite a long time, I suppose. More than a year. It's almost done. My whole screen is full now of the blanket, so you can't see all of it, but it's kind of wrapped up here on my table for this video. But when I started it, I had the idea to make a blanket that would cover my king-size bed, which in retrospect was kind of a crazy idea for my first big blanket project. That's a big blanket, but I'm working my way there. I use a multicolored thread, as you can see, or a yarn. I'm not changing colors. That would be way too much work. It just changes on its own as I go. But I like the patterns, and they're random. You can see maybe another side. So it's always different. I like the beiges and browns and grays and a little bit of black thrown in. Sometimes I think it looks like something a homeless person would be wrapped in. Sometimes I like it. I don't know. But it's very relaxing to do this. So I thought I would actually do it a little bit, work on it, and talk about how a young 20-something-year-old guy learns how to crochet and why. So this is my crochet hook, shiny blue metal. I don't know if you can hear. It was my mom's. She was very good at crocheting, among her other talents, and she crocheted many blankets. One for me, one for my sister, some others too. I know she crocheted a baby blanket for my cousin when he was a little baby. When she passed away, she was working on another one, I guess her first blanket for herself, and it wasn't finished. So as we sort of emptied her house and did all of those things you do after a person passes away, I held on to the project and thought, well, one day I will finish this blanket that she never got to finish. I have not finished it yet. It's waiting in my closet. the pattern she used was maybe what you'd call an advanced pattern. I would not be able to finish it. I would just screw it up, I think. But my sister recently had a baby. Unfortunately, my mom was not alive to meet the baby, her first grandchild, her only grandchild as of today. And we live very far apart, my sister and me, so I wasn't able to meet him right away either. So I knew I wanted to make him or give him a gift. And I thought, well, if my mom were alive, I am sure she would like to make him a blanket. But since she's not, maybe I should. So I searched on YouTube actually for videos on crocheting for beginners, and I found a fairly simple pattern which I liked, which is this one. And I made a blanket for my nephew. He was born in October, and he received the blanket for his first Christmas in December. I really liked doing the blanket, and it gave me time to think, you know, when you're just working and doing something repetitive. As you guys can probably imagine, it kind of can clear your mind and give you time to think. So I spent a lot of time while I was working on it thinking about him and my family and my mom who had passed away. Although I was a guy in his 20s who was working on a blanket, I really enjoyed it, and at the same time I'm a student, and my school schedule, I suppose, is extremely intense. So I was also enjoying having something to do to relax and take my mind off of all of the school information that was always swirling around in my brain. And after I finished his blanket, I got an idea to do another one for myself, and for some reason I decided to get one that would cover, or to make one that would cover my king size bed, which is a big surface, and that's how this was born. Yeah. And as I said, this is my mom's crochet hook. I held on to it and made my nephew's blanket using my mom's crochet hook. I'm making my own blanket using her hook. And as far as I know, this was the hook she used for all of the blankets she made. I know it was the one she used for the blanket she wasn't able to finish. So anyway, 28-year-old man who crochets like an old grandmother. It's easy. It's a repetitive pattern, and you don't need a lot of brain power to do it. This beige thing you see here is basically one of many repetitive designs that you do. You do that, and another one, and another one, and another one, thousands and thousands of times. And sometimes as I'm working on it, I wonder, why am I doing this same thing over and over? I'm so sick of doing this. And sometimes I really enjoy it, but it's very easy to do. And I like that I don't really need to use my brain while I'm doing it. There's a muscle memory, I guess, in my hands. Sometimes I'll put it away for weeks and weeks, or months even, and not work on it. And when I come back to it, I just remember how to do it. You see? I just did another one very quickly and easily. And you just do that again and again. You go across the blanket in rows. You go all the way across and you turn around and you come back. And each row on this size blanket takes me about 45 minutes and is about a half-inch, adds about a half-inch to my blanket. So if you imagine the size of a king-size bed and working to cover the king-size bed, each half-inch taking 45 minutes of free time. Takes a while, but I like it. It's easy and repetitive, and I like that I'm creating something that was not here before. I'm not particularly creative. I can't paint. I can't draw. I can't really sing. I used to be quite musical. Played in an orchestra for several years, so I guess I have some musical talent. Although I can't sing, I need an orchestra, an instrument to create music. But I like that I can take a break from my very scientific, structured schooling to come home and do something that's a little bit of art, a little bit of creation, like this. And I like that it's something that my mom was good at, and I learned to do because of her, in her honor. And I like that although she's no longer here, I've learned a skill that she had and been able to have not only plenty of hours of relaxation and enjoyment and creativity, but I've also been able to create something for my nephew that nobody else created but me. It came into existence because I made it, because my mom wasn't here to make it. So that's a good thing. Why do we worry about stereotypes? Crocheting doesn't have to just be for grandmas. Yeah. Guess that's it for today. I'm gonna talk more about my mom in upcoming videos. This is now my third on this channel, and many of the topics I'd like to bring to this channel, this project I'm working on, have to do with, I suppose, with my family and my mom's passing, and how all of us who are still alive manage now. So this little project, I guess, is a physical introduction to what's to come. And until next time, take care, everyone.